Good afternoon. Welcome to this absolutely gorgeous Sunday up here at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. We are over here on the southwest side of the field. All ops today are on runway 6 right. Expecting a 757 later on today. Also expecting a USA Jet MD-11 or MD-80. I'm sorry, taking off later on today. 7:30 this afternoon with the TFR. Hopefully our heavies land over here, our 767s and our 757 as well before they open up the other runway this afternoon. First airplane of the day and I've already tripped over the tripod. E175 is out of New York. It is Sunday, which means it's trash day. Gotta get all the trash ready to go and get ready to go back to work tomorrow. Photo bomb by Frontier. Go back to Frontier, our A321 lining up for departure. I don't know if they'll get that out of here before the next inbound flight gets here or not. The inbound flight, American Eagle Flight 4409 out of LaGuardia. It looks like they're going to be first to get here. E175, about a minute out. Hey, we'll take it. Frontier lining up for departure. The 321neo will be heading to Charlotte. Looks like a United 737 taxiing over our way as well for departure. Two United 737s heading our way. Stick with the United. .737 taxiing over for departure. Over here on 6 right. This aircraft is heading to Denver, flight 440. Said the second one was a United. It's actually a Delta 737 heading down to Atlanta. Get to the comments here in a second. everyone on board. Brandon here tonight. Mr. Aviation, what's up? 757 charter at Burke. I was like, we have a baseball charter over there today. Chris says, good afternoon, everyone. Hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday. Let you guys soak up the jet noise as our Delta 737 holds short. Flight 1487, a 737-900, they're going to be heading down to Atlanta. Our next inbound flight, Southwest 3206. It's a 737 out of Atlanta. It's about 7 minutes out. Later on today, we'll have Alaska. We'll have a Gulfstream from FlexJet. We should have our FedEx Heavy and our UPS Heavy this evening. Air Lingus is pretty late. We'll see if we stick around late enough for that. They should be here at 8:30 tonight. They're running a couple of hours late. The 757 out of Jacksonville, expected to take off around 5:30 this evening. Should be here around 7:30 tonight. 757 will be bringing the Cleveland Browns home from their victory earlier on today in Jacksonville. We also have a USA Jet MD-80 on the field that should be taking off today around 7 o'clock. Delta clearance to take off. Hope the scanner's coming through for you guys. If not, I can plug it in. Got an American Airbus heading over our way. It's like a 319. I saw tomorrow that the Piedmont retro livery is on there. We'll have to see if that comes in or not. If it does, we'll definitely get up here and get it. I never trust American when it comes to special liveries, but that would be really cool if that were to come in. Hope the wind noise isn't too bad. If it is, let me know. We can change the mic here. Delta get off before the trees? No, not quite. Gotta stick over here with the American. Did some research on new fluid head tripods last night. Maybe we'll try to pick one up this winter just to try to get rid of the resistance on this one. This one I probably need to take apart and clean it. Pan is great. The tilt is what's killing us. This is flight 3039. It's an A319 heading to Philadelphia. Nice and tight with the mini Airbus here. American 3809 has clearance to take off. They'll be heading to Philadelphia. Fortunately, we are backlit. The other side would have better lighting, but with 6 left closed, there's no reason to be over there right now. A319 had no issues getting out ahead of the trees. Looks like Harper got ahead of the 2 E-Jets. Frontier 321 will be heading to Tampa. Quite fitting for Harper, our alligator friend here today. She looks pretty hungry back there. I think I want to get too close to that tail. What do you think? Maybe we'll zoom out a little bit. We don't want to get too close. McDonnell Douglas Aviation is here saying, what's up? Hope you're having a great day. We'll see a McDonnell Douglas Classic later on today. The USA Jet MD-80 that should be heading out at around 7 o'clock this evening as of right now. Just my club. We'll have fun. I've always wanted to learn how to play soccer. It's something that I've always enjoyed watching, but it's something I've never been good at. I've played baseball. There's a few other sports I could play. Sorry about that. I could play a little bit, but soccer's never been one I could play. I've always enjoyed watching it, though. Thought about joining a couple of, maybe like a recreational league or something to just kind of get back in shape. I'm going to come up earlier to spot, but didn't see anything interesting. All the interesting stuff's tonight. What is going on with this thing today? Trying to get above his head and I went too far. I'm sorry about that. At Burke, so we're going to stay over here. The TFR is until 7:30 tonight, so all the arrivals and departures should be on 6 right for most of the night here tonight. The United 7-3 got past the E-Jet, so they're going to be taking off next. And then the E-Jet is behind it. Both of those aircraft are moving now. That's what might be going on, is that it works when I'm moving it, but when I stop it freezes. I think there might be a little bit of dirt in there. Delta Connection E-Jet heading to Boston. I'll just take it apart here. Maybe that'll be my job this weekend. We'll stick with the United. Flight 1545 heading to Newark. We're heading to Houston. My apologies. 737-700. Wearing the new livery, which is starting to become the norm. Still see some of the merger liveries, but certainly not as many as we used to. Edition is wearing the merger livery. The Continental Gold Tail. Boy, not even close to getting airborne before the trees. That thing's probably fully loaded with passengers and fuel on its way out to Houston. Flight 3633 for Republic Airways under the United Express umbrella. E-175 heading to Newark. Using radar scope for the weather radar, it did not want to update. Has not come out of Atlanta yet. There's also a Spirit Airbus down there that is live, so hopefully we'll see that leave here soon. We don't see very many Spirit flights anymore. They've really cut back service this summer, going through some of their financial difficulties, as well as Frontier just has really taken over that market. Cannot complain. Spirit. They'll be heading to Orlando. Will be heading to Orlando. Jumping out of Gates Airport tonight. Delta Connection 4062 CRJ 900 heading to Detroit. This aircraft is operating under the SkyWest banner. pretty amazing to me that, and wonderful that, you know, for a lot of our younger people who I see at the airports or, you know, see it just interested in aviation or whatever, they haven't had to live through a U.S. major having a fatal accident. Hopefully that never happens. We are enjoying a unprecedented level of success, and hopefully that continues. Had some close calls though. Of course, the A350 in Atlanta last week. There was the Alaska and Southwest runway incursion that happened. So we've had some close calls, but hopefully everyone stays safe and aviation continues to grow. Sun glare now. I'm kind of guessing where the airplane is at. The downside of being over here in the evening is that the sun will move in the wrong direction for us. Looks like another aircraft inbound. Sounds like the NetJets aircraft will be heading to Atlantic. Meanwhile, this is Frontier 2668. A321neo heading to Orlando. A lot of A321s tonight. These guys will probably have to hold short because American 62 out of Chicago has turned final. It's like they're a little west of Olmsted. I've never seen this one. What a gorgeous tail on this one. Grace the Anchilla, I believe is what they call that. Citation is on a 5 mile final. So I imagine as soon as the American is off the runway, these guys will be given clearance to take off. Got an American Eagle E-Jet heading for departure, and maybe a United 737, I think is the other one heading out here. United 737 down there rolling for departure. distracted. I have two BMWs driving by again. Flight 4513 lining up for departure. They're going to be heading to LaGuardia. The United will be heading to Chicago. Alaska 216 is over the lake right now. It's their next inbound flight, about 10 minutes out. Delta 2210 out of Atlanta is about 10 minutes out as well. United. United 739 will be heading to Chicago. Flight 1673 heading to Chicago. Southwest 2460, actually, they got ahead of Alaska out of St. Louis. 737 to be ahead of Alaska. They're about 3 minutes out. Brandon says that Gulfstream that came in it was like an old RV inside. Does that mean it has shag carpets? Watching like the old Top Gear episode last night where they had to build RVs. Kind of made that a little bit. The 737 will be airborne ahead of the trees. My guess is going to be no. Yeah, I don't think so. There they go. afraid the Delta connection is going to have to hold short because Delta Flight 2210, A321 out of Atlanta is our next inbound flight. They're about a minute out. The Cozy Mark, I have a feeling they're going to Medina. A321 out of Denver, 1918, about 2 minutes out. So we're trying to get the Delta connection out of here first. The CRJ, I think, is going to have to wait. I wish that Columbia Air Force 737, it's a classic series, a 400 model. I wish that would come in here. Seven 300 out of Jacksonville will get here before it gets too dark. Hope you're all enjoying your Sunday. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below. Comment down below. Try to get to everyone's comments as we go throughout the evening. Share with all of your friends. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Nick Flies Media, where I post a lot of the pictures from our adventures. I got a lot of stuff up from the air show lately, so thank you to everyone. If I met you at the Cleveland Air Show, if you came by and said hi, if I just happened to see you, thank you all so much for your support. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here since the very beginning, back in 20, further proof about why I love September so much. It is gorgeous. Wish we could have this weather all year, but we're getting closer to October, and that means it'll start being cold and wet all the time. 6 left, so that tells me that they're going to open up 6 left here in a little bit. Of the Potomac. United 544, a max 8 on final out of Houston. It's like another American Eagle E-Jet taxiing over here for departure. It's flight 4338. We've come full circle. This is the aircraft we started the live stream on. And they're heading back to New York, heading back to JFK. Southwest 3420, a 737-800 out of BWI is about 2 minutes out. Just like our next inbound flight. United 2308 out of San Francisco is over the lake. They are 13 minutes out. And American 1267, we talked about when they took off out of Charlotte about 45 minutes ago. They're 11 minutes out, just south of Wadsworth right now. We also got Delta Connection 5194, a CRJ out of LaGuardia. So we got a few inbound flights. Still working their way up here. The heavies should only be about 20 minutes out as well. So after the Eagle takes off, we'll see if the 757 is taken off yet out of Jacksonville. I was hoping to get that on the stream for you. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be too late. It gets darker around 8 o'clock now. American 2336 heading to Dallas. Taxiing out of the gates over there, out of the ramp. Finally, I took the wrong taxiway. That's not a political comment by me. That is literally straight out of the controller's mouth. Politics is something I try to stay away from. It's all pretty disgusting, really. $51.94 out of LaGuardia will be our next inbound flight. The X is still on the field over there. Excuse me. Getting a 757 update. It is in flight. So that is good news. Jet temp is still saying 712. I don't think that's going to happen. Let's take a look, see if we get an update on it here. Flight radar 24 is saying 8 o'clock. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what the lighting does. We might get that before it gets too dark. Looks like a Citation heading our way. Another 737 heading out for departure. Debating about switching sides if they do open up the other runway before. Yeah, these BMWs out here try to race. One tried to race the Camaro and the Camaro embarrassed it. United heading to Houston. As long as they don't hurt anybody. I'm not a big fan of street racing, but as long as this road usually isn't too busy, but as long as they don't hurt anybody. Got a NetJets business jet heading over here, it looks like. I think it may be the Phenom that came in. It could be the Citation. It is the Phenom that came in. I got the Cadillac converter smell from those two cars now. Jet fuel smells better. had a Camaro for many years. Like when I got out of college, before I got married, I had a Camaro. Certainly do miss having that car. Problem though is it got a lot of attention. Some of it was good, some of it not so good, but American. This is flight 2336. It's a 737-800. They're going to be heading to Dallas-Fort Worth. Our next outbound flight, they might get out of here before the CRJ. So let's see if they do a turn and burn. Or they hold short. We're going to do a turn and burn on the American 737. Let's see how they do. That was pretty good. Not quite southwest, but that was still pretty good. Wish I could say this thing was moving like that because it's too sensitive and I'm bumping, and unfortunately that's not the case. I think it's got dirt in the fluid head, and I think that might be why it's sticking on the tilt. Speaking of Southwest, as the American sounds like Southwest will be allowed to depart before the American gets here. Let's see if Southwest is able to pull it off, and let's see if they do a better job or a worse job than the American. I think these guys have clearance. No, maybe not. Nah, they don't. The American's going to get here first. It's harder to see the departures. We definitely would not move until the Mad Dog takes off. Well, Southwest is going to be allowed to go. I wonder if they might move one of the inbound flights over the 6 left. Again, if they do, let me know down below if you want me to switch sides to get closer to the arriving flights. Over there, you are really, really close to the runway, closer than you are over here. After the MD-80 takes off, which is supposed to take off around 7 o'clock tonight. Southwest told immediate takeoff. The American is really close here. Within a mile. This is about the closest I think I've seen them up here. Southwest on the roll. Here's the American. I have a feeling they're going to have to go around. Here's the American. Well, they're going to make it. Southwest is actually, Southwest is still rolling down the runway. All right, Southwest just lifted off. That was pretty close. Not quite runway incursion limits, but that's pretty close. About the closest I think I've ever seen them up here. Right now. We'll see if they come into Cleveland or if they go over to Burke. My guess is they'll come over here. JetBlue 540 calling clearance. Sounds like FedEx 356 will be landing on 6 right. How about that? I know the UPS is supposed to be landing on 6 left. It's not going to happen, but how cool would parallel arrivals be? There's about a 5-minute gap between the two aircraft, but how cool would that be if they did parallel arrivals and one came on the left side and one came on the right side? If I had to take a guess, it would be it's coming in from Jacksonville. I bet they're coming in from the game. If I had to take a guess. I'm not 100% sure on that. I am totally guessing. But I'm wondering, I bet that's where they're coming in from. Maybe someone went down to the game. UPS on final, flight 5442 heavy, the 767-300 coming in from Louisville. They'll be landing on the left side. First aircraft to land on the left side today. And get the arrivals over there. Here's UPS. Over there, we'd be really close to the arrivals. You wouldn't see the departures, though. On our side, we're going to be backlit. But I want to get the USA Jet MD-80 that's scheduled to take off at 7 before we do anything.
JetBlue 540, contact Cleveland Tower 120.77.
UPS rolling out. They're going to go over to their side of the airport. I was going to say their hangar, but they don't have a hangar here. Their side of the airport is over next to NASA. You can see the 757 on the field over there right now. FedEx is on this side of the airport. Over by the tower behind the IX Center is where their cargo ramp is. Did a pretty poor job setting the tripod up tonight. I usually don't have the third leg on my side. I usually have it facing away from me, but I have it over on my side. FedEx landing over here on the right side was a nice surprise tonight. They will be leaving around. It's not an optical illusion. There is a hill here. The airport's kind of situated on a little bit of a hill, so a little bit of an optical illusion trying to get the tripod level. The bubble's in the middle, so. Here's a FlexJet Gulfstream. They're clear for takeoff, so we should see a nice turn and burn here. Southwest taxiing down our way as well now. Gulfstream stayed on the runway a little longer than I thought. It must have a pretty decent fuel load on board. Flight 965 given clearance to take off. We saw the American turn and burn earlier. I thought we might see a Southwest one earlier, but they had the hold. So let's see how these guys do. A couple really cute kids riding by on a scooter with their parents. Little Razor scooters. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Yep. Yeah, I was a little bit more in line for South. I think the American was better earlier, though. See, it seems like it's starting to stick again. Must be some dirt in it. Either that or it is completely re-greased. At some point we'll take it apart. I'm looking at some new tripod options. This one wasn't that expensive. So I'm sure that's part of the issue. Still waiting on the MD-80 to take off. Have not seen that pop up live yet. Mosquito land on my hand. That's what that bump was. Got me right in the wrist. I'm not a winter fan, but that is the one good thing about it. I am hoping to see that leave before we leave today. So I thank everyone for being here today. If you're in the chat, say hi. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate everyone's support. Hope you guys are all enjoying your Sunday evening up here tonight at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport on this beautiful Sunday evening. Wish it could be like this all the time. Wish I didn't have to go to work tomorrow. Absolutely glorious sunset right now. I'll show you the sun here in a minute. You probably see it gleaming out the side of the southwest. I hear a different noise down. Got a glorious sunset for you this evening. They said there's a chance that we might see the northern lights later on tonight. So we'll keep an eye on the forecast. We'll see if that happens to come true. I would love to see the northern lights again. We saw them in May. We got some pictures of them, but I'd love to get another shot at those. Cleared to take off. Photobomb by the backs there for Alaska. Alaska Airlines 216 heading back to Seattle. 737 MAX 9 here tonight. Sean is here from Cape Town. Hope you're doing well tonight. Hope you enjoy the live stream. Waiting for a United 757 to come in here in a little bit. Flight 2183 is the next inbound flight. It is a United 737 out of Newark. I think they'll get here ahead of the other United 737. Flight 1076 out of Denver. Looking down towards the end of the runway, or towards the end of the airport, we have American 1267 heading to Charlotte. We also have the San Francisco bound United 737 taxiing our way. So lots of 737s right now. And United. American 1267 lining up for departure. That aircraft is heading to Charlotte. .631 heading to Denver. It's a 737-900 ER. I lied. I looked at the wrong airplane. This flight is heading to San Francisco. It's a 737-800. Flight 631. I had the Denver flight on my mind. Hate to say it, but I don't think we're going to see the USA jet. I still don't see it on there. I was hoping they were supposed to have been out of here at 7, but not looking very promising, unfortunately. Delta Connection 5381 heading to Detroit.
Copy that, sir. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
A little confused about the Newark ground stop or whatever's going on there, because I've seen airplanes going in and out of there, but there's one talking about a delay. Ultimate Jet inbound to Burke Lakefront here in a little bit. United, the aircraft on final from Denver, the 737 MAX 9. We also have Frontier out of Orlando on final for 6 left. .757 is also about 10 minutes out.
There's company traffic there. You're holding a position.
'Have a great night.
5381 is 2700 for 6,000 heading 360. Hello, 5381 for the departure, radar contact on the maintain on 2000. Another 3812 for the departure, exit 12.
But I do enjoy the animals on Frontier's tails. Keep just checking and hoping that the USA jet pops up. I'd love to see the Mad Dog before we leave tonight, but got to do it here pretty quick. United 3812, the Cleveland Browns charter, turning final for runway 6 left. It's our 757-300 tonight. There is a Delta 757 on final, or get ready to turn final for Burke Lakefront. I think that may be the Minnesota Twins, I think, coming in. Is that who the Guardians play next? Yes, bringing the Minnesota Twins into town for their series, big series against the Guardians this weekend. Cleveland takes care of business this weekend. They're probably in good shape to make the playoffs. They're in good shape now, but probably in really good shape to make the playoffs if they're able to take care of business against the Twins the next couple of days. Few airplanes departing heading out for departure. Delta 2210. A321 heading to Atlanta, followed closely by Frontier 4637 and A321 Neo that'll be heading out to Denver. We got a few airplanes heading out here for departure. We'll probably wrap it up after they get down here around 8 o'clock or so. After then, it'll probably start getting a little bit too dark. But I wanted to make sure we get the 757 when that's heading over here. Linda's here saying good afternoon, or good evening from here. It's almost nighttime out here in Cleveland. Hope you're doing well. Fingers crossed we see the northern lights tonight. The Flying Pencil, inbound from Jacksonville. Photobombed by both Delta and Frontier. These two aircraft are ready to go. There are like 5 mosquitoes flying around the microphone. I can see them in the light. Fortunately, a sign of the times here. Here's the Frontier 321 Neo. This aircraft will be heading to Denver. Yeah, they got the logo lights on tonight on the United, the Delta, and the Frontier has this logo light on as well. This is flight 4637. They're heading to Denver. United 783 was just released from the penalty box. 737 will be heading to Newark. Which is Newark, New Jersey, not Newark, New York. Fortunately, this camera, as good as it is for a lot of things, does not like low light. I forgot to turn the autofocus off before I went live, and now I can't turn it off. If I could, I would just run it on manual focus. It's a beach. It is a 737 MAX 9 wearing the old nose cone. Yeah, the 757-300 is a weird looking airplane. It's so out of proportion with just how long it is. I know a few people out there that really like to see airplanes with wardrobe malfunctions like this one. This one has the old nose cone. Always looks funny on the new livery for United. I always thought it kind of looks like it has a beak. Double inbound flights, United 2652 out of Chicago and Air Canada Jazz 735 out of Toronto are the next couple of inbound flights. Also Southwest 4908 out of Las Vegas and Southwest 1872 out of Phoenix. We'll probably go ahead and wrap it up after the Newark bound MAX 9 right here heads out, because we're going to start running into some really bad lighting challenges here, and to be honest, I'm getting 8 alive, so the mosquitoes are out here tonight here in Cleveland. Yeah, we never got to see the MD-80. It was supposed to have left at 7, but it still has not popped up. And they still have not called clearance, so I'm not sure what's going on down there. It is a cargo charter flight, so I guess it'll leave whenever it's ready. Sometimes those things leave early, sometimes those things leave late, but it looks like tonight it's gonna leave probably sometime after dark. I still just put a double check here. Yeah, I don't see it on here yet. I was really hoping to get that one for you. I mean, we would have had a really great view, and then audio would have been great because we'd be taking off right in front of us, but not tonight, unfortunately. Yeah, there's no update on any of the apps either, so. Yeah, I was hoping we would have seen something. United Express E175 taxiing up behind it. Alexander said he had a great view of the United 737 from Ord, and that airplane has the same nose cone mismatch. I always think it's funny when you see that. Beyond the lighting that this camera can handle. I have another camera for my night shots. It doesn't really do the best when it comes to live streaming though. So I don't have enough lens on it. Air Canada Jazz 735 inbound from Toronto, CRJ 900. Earlier today was the E175. Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for tonight and get out of the mosquito-infested swamp that we're in right now. Go home, get some dinner, and get ready for work tomorrow. Well, actually, we'll stick around. We'll get the United that's inbound. Flight 2652 out of Chicago. After that, we'll go ahead and head on out for the night. Fortunately, Monday means getting back to work. I did see the Piedmont Retro is on there for tomorrow, so we might try to come up here and get that. I think it was a Piedmont one. It might have been Allegheny. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Piedmont. So we might try to come up here and get that tomorrow during my lunch break. We'll see how things go. Going to enjoy today though. Might very well could be one of the last times I'm able to do a live stream wearing shorts and a t-shirt as we get later into the year. Next weekend we'll be at Pittsburgh. I'm going to go out and babysit my nephew. Actually, my wife is going to go out and babysit my nephew. I'm going to probably go to the airport. So if anyone knows any good spots at Pittsburgh International that I could do video, I might try to set one up for you. Maybe we'll do a live stream if we can find a good spot. If not, we'll just do a regular spotting trip. I still got to post a Detroit video. Hoping to go to Chicago here in a couple of weeks. We'll see how things go. Maybe Washington Dulles as well. Here's the United. And then after that, we're going to go to Pensacola for the Homecoming Air Show for the Blue Angels and Thunderbirds in November. So really looking forward to that. It's been a long time since I've seen both teams together, so really looking forward to that. That should be a great time. Thank you guys so much for being here. Absolutely love your home airport. Love being up here in Cleveland. It's my home airport too. Have a great time up here. Hope you guys have a great night. Jeff, thank you for the great stream. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below, comment down below, share with all of your friends. Follow me on social media at Nick Flies Media, mostly on Instagram, but I'm on TikTok as well. And we'll catch you next time. Hope you guys have a great Sunday. We'll catch you next time from Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. Have a great night, everybody.